What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Man Up, and welcome to the Man Cave. I'm gonna talk about something different that I normally don't talk about, but I decided I want to give my opinion on this topic here because I've been asked by several people, what do I think? And that topic is the Colin Kaepernick situation. Now, before I get to this, let me say this here: I am a big supporter of Colin Kaepernick. I do support what he stands for and what he's doing. Well, what he kneeled for, I should say. So I am a big supporter of his. But let me go ahead and get to what happened about a week or so ago when he had his workout. Now, from my personal understanding, he had a workout with the at the Atlanta Falcons practice facility in Georgia. Uh, but for some reason, it got moved, and for what I found out, it got moved because the NFL wanted him to sign some waivers that he wasn't comfortable signing for whatever reason. They didn't want camera crews there because he didn't want to sign those waivers, blah, blah, blah. Now, what a lot of people don't understand is everybody has signed those waivers when it comes to workout. Now, I know there was different stipulations with him because it was just only him and he was already in the NFL, and then you on the NFL field. So, of course, you know what I'm saying, the NFL is going to have to say. So, since he didn't like it, he moved the workout to a high school football field about an hour away. And it went from like 25 people showing up to only like eight different representatives from eight different teams showing up. Now, he had to work out, and before I saw him work out, he looked pretty good. Looked like he's still ready to go. Looked like he haven't missed a beat, in my personal opinion. So, with that being said, though, during the workout, of course, we all know he wore a Kuta Kinte shirt. That's already strike number one right there, which in that particular instance can equal up to 3 strikes. Given the situation that all this is in. So the workout happens. He speaks to the media after that. He's saying that he's been denied for 3 years. He's been ready for 3 years. He's ready to go. It's on the NFL for them to make that move. All that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He addressed it how he felt about things. Now, let me go ahead and get to my thoughts on this. But before I do, I'm going to say again, I am a supporter of his. I believe in what he's doing, for the cause that he started to kneel for. But this is the part I have a problem with. First of all, you don't wear no Kuta Kinte shirt to basically a job interview, because that's what that was. Everybody knows when you're working out for a sports franchise, that's a job interview. It's just what it is, especially with the situation that he's in. Come on, man. That's not what you do. Second, yeah, I get it that you don't want to sign those waivers, and hey, that's your prerogative. You don't have to, but you moved for the workout an hour away. That's ridiculous. You couldn't go to another high school that was like maybe 5-10 minutes away from the Atlanta Falcons facility, or maybe to a local park that was right around the corner or something. You know what I'm saying? Something. You know what I'm saying? Don't be outrageous with it, is what I'm saying. And then third, you don't have any leeway talking about you want to play football. All you want to do is play football. You don't have any leeway to make anybody give you a job. You know that. I know that. Everybody knows that. When you in need of a job, you're gonna do what you got to do to get that job. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And then let's let's talk about an old quarterback who's now in the Hall of Fame, who played for the Rams, the New York Giants, the Arizona Cardinals, and also the Green Bay Packers. And I'm talking about Kurt Warner. And the reason why I'm bringing him up is because he had somewhat of not a similar path, but he was out of the NFL, is what I'm getting at, as y'all may know. And he wanted to play football. He let his ego get the best of him. He started working at a grocery store. he told his story how his car broke down and he on the middle of the road with one of his daughters, and he got to the point to where he was like, what am I doing? So he got back into the NFL. But how did he get back into the NFL? Through Canadian Football League and the Arena Football League. Is how he got back into the NFL. And I'm bringing that up to say, how come Colin Kaepernick can't follow that? You know, like I said, I'm a big supporter of his. I believe in his cause, but I just don't believe in how he's doing it. See, there's always a time and a place for everything. And there's always a certain way you do things. And you want somebody to do something for you, you don't act like you own the place. Come on now. These teams already don't want to be bothered with you. They show up for, I already believe, my personal opinion, they show up just to say that, hey, we checked it out, we didn't like what we saw, whatever they might say, I don't know, but they're gonna show up just to say they showed up, and so you can't have another grievance against them. Basically, what that is. I already know what the deal is. I'm not crazy, but let's just say, nothing's legit. I mean, everything's legit, excuse me, and he want to get back into the NFL. How come he can't follow the same suit that Kurt Warner did? Put all that to the side, all your egos and everything that you got going on to the side, and showcase your talent, to get back into the NFL a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do in the NBA. Gerald Green, for the Houston Rockets. He played for the Rockets, bounced around the league a little bit, then went overseas. You know what I'm saying? Was out of basketball for a while until he got a call from the Houston Rockets. He was playing basketball in his driveway with his dog. See what I'm saying? What I'm basically saying is this. If you claim you want to play the game like you say you want to play, how come you can't take other avenues? See what I'm saying? You can try to go to the Arena Football League, go to the Canadian Football League, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, he looks great, what I'm saying, from what I saw in his workouts. I watched it. I didn't watch the whole entire thing. No, I did not. But I did watch some of it. And I was like, wow, he looks pretty good. And the only thing that I'm saying is, for example, if you're trying to go get a job, you need a job to go pay your bills and take care of your family, you're gonna do what you got to do to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna dress the part. You're gonna act like you got some sense, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? What makes this any different for him? The NFL don't have to give him a job back. He already sued the NFL. He was awarded a grievance about, if I'm not mistaken, it was around $3 million or something like that. They don't have to give him nobody deserves nobody. I ain't gonna say deserve, but nobody have the right, I should say, to play in the NFL. You earn it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're a top star. You know what I'm saying? Top stars get kicked out the NFL all the time for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is just that if that's what you want to do, there's different avenues of doing it, different ways of doing things. Now, my take on this here with Colin Kaepernick is this. Dude, sometimes, man, I get what you're standing for. I get what you're doing. And trust me as an African American, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I really, really do. But you gotta, sometimes, man, nobody, put it like this, unless you're going to start your own business, do your own thing, then that's you. But if you're trying to get into somebody else's business, trying to work for someone else, come on now. Like, for example, I can't go on my job and tell my boss what I'm going to do, what I ain't going to do. He's going to say, okay, fine, and walk me right out that door. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't own the place where I work at. I don't. They own that company. You know what I'm saying? I just work there. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? When it's someone else's business you're working for, you have to abide by their rules, their regulations, and all that good stuff. Now, I get it that this was a last-second workout to where the NFL usually work people out. If they have workouts, it's usually on a Tuesday or Wednesday, in the middle of the week, because on Saturdays, like his workout was, teams are getting prepared and ready for the game they're getting ready to play. So, or maybe figure it to travel to another city to play, whatever this case may be at that point. So I get where the whole thing coming from, but like I said, when you, for example, you go try to get a job at, I don't know, McDonald's. I'm just throwing something out there. You just go try to get a job at McDonald's, and you going to see what's going to happen when you tell them, "Well, I'm ready. Y'all blackballed me. Y'all know I've been trying to do this." They gonna say, "What the hell? We're gonna call you," or whatever. They might not even say nothing like that. They might say, "Okay, bye. We got all we need. Bye." You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get that job. Let's just be real. Let's just be honest. Let's cut out all the BS. Yes, we know he got blackballed. I believe he got blackballed out of the league. I believe he has. And that's why I say I fully support what he stands for. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing. But it's always a time and a place and a way you do things. That's just how it is. But with all that being said, man, this video I ain't gonna ramble on too much longer. I just want to get my thoughts on this because a lot of people ask me about it. And I basically said this here. Colin Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when all this started to happen, a lot of people don't understand that it's not a disrespect to this country or to the flag like people may believe that it is. It's not. He's taking a stand on cops killing African Americans, injustice in this country, stuff like that, by taking a knee. And a lot of people don't understand it was a former military who used to play for the Seattle Seahawks that told him, instead of sitting down like he was at first, to instead take a knee. And he started doing that. Now, for some reason, I do know this here, and I am, as y'all can see right there, I am a Houston Texans fan. And Houston Texans, a few weeks ago, acquired Kenny Stills in a trade from the Miami Dolphins, who still takes a knee. Now, the thing is this here. This is a business. They can decide to do whatever they want to do with anybody. And we all know Kenny Stills is African American as well. If they don't want to punish Kenny Stills, they don't have to. If they want to and don't want to punish Colin Kaepernick, they don't have to. Like I said, it's somebody else's business. They're gonna do what they want to do, whether we like it or not. There's a lot of stuff going on in my job that I don't like, that I wish I could change. But I work for another company. It's not my company. I got to do what they say do. It is what it is. Let's just be honest. Let's cut out all the BS. Let's just take all the negative thinking out of it, cut out all the BS, all the racial part of it. Let's just be real. When you working for someone else, you basically got to do what they tell you to do. Basically, even if you got your own company, you got to do what somebody else tell you what to do. Let's just keep it honest, keep it real. If they don't want to punish Kenny Stills, they don't have to. I don't think it's fair. I believe in fairness, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people on my job who steals. And he's still employed with the company. And everybody knows he steals. It pisses me off all the time, but what can I say or do? It's not my company, and I can't fire the guy. See what I'm saying? So, all I'm saying is this here. Colin Kaepernick, I support you. I believe in you. I just think there's a time and a place for everything. I can't go on my job and protest with the things that I believe in because I know they're going to walk me out that door because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Or I'm bringing a negative vibe into the business. And they're not going to like that. Every company is out to make money. Even if you had a business, you're going to be out to make money. And you don't want someone dividing up your employees or your locker room or whatever the case is, because that's going to cost you money and you're not going to like it. Now, once again, I know I said this 100 times before. I'm going to say it again because a lot of people do take your words and misconstrue them. I'll support everything he's doing. It's just like I said, there's a time and a place for everything. And there's also a way you do things. So with all that being said, I think if Colin Kaepernick want to play football like he say he do, there's other avenues to showcase your talent and also keep earning a paycheck. Go to the Canadian Football League. Go to the Arena Football League. You know what I'm saying? Go to some semi-pro team. The XFL is coming up. It's coming back. Go to that. It's always other ways. And trust me, people are watching you. Whether you believe it or not, people are watching. Now, also too, I'm gonna go ahead and end it after I say this here. Also too, a lot of people think that he's kind of sabotaged this workout for a reason. I kind of believe that a little bit myself. I just can't think of a reason why he would. Maybe there's some kind of movie or documentary or something coming out about this whole thing, this whole ordeal. Maybe not, maybe not. But I think that, there's something going on behind the scenes, what I'm saying, that he may be doing. So all I'm saying is this here, man. Kaepernick, I support you. I believe in what you're doing. The only thing is, man, as we all know, we can't go on our jobs and protest. And the NFL is basically his job. Just like if you don't believe me, go on your job. Anybody out there who watches this video, go on your job and protest. See what happens. Just see what happens. Keep protesting like he did and see what happens. That's all I got. That's all I'm saying. So with all that being said, man, I know I kind of went back and forth on this. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds like I don't support him, but I do. I just did. Like I said, I don't know if he has kids or not, but I know he has a girlfriend. But we all know, man, you can't. It's just certain things you just don't want to do. You just should not do. And like I said, I do support the man. Only thing I always said though when this whole thing started, I wouldn't start it when it blew up, I should say, is that I hope he think about his future. That's it. I hope he think about the future. Now, what I meant by that is, like I said, I don't know if he has kids, but let's just say he do. His kid's gonna have to live with this situation. We all know that's gonna be toxic on his child. If he has kids, I don't know if he do or not, but if he does, it's gonna be toxic on him and his girlfriend and his mom, his brothers, because you know how people can be. Just put it like that. We all know how people can be. They're gonna know that, oh, you Kaepernick's mom, you Kaepernick's dad, oh, you Kaepernick's sister, whatever. So let's just be real, because there are people out there that don't like what you stand for, and if they can't get to you, they get to someone that's close to you. We all know that. That's what I meant by think about the future. That's what I meant. Things like that. If you don't believe me, look up the situation Charles Barker was talking about when he was with the Phoenix Suns. He said the reason why he left is because his daughter was always getting racial slurs thrown at her at school. Go back to Africa, you N-word. N-word, we don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. While he was in Phoenix. And the reason why he accepted the trade to Houston was for his daughter. And he said his daughter didn't have to deal with that. That's the kind of stuff I was talking about. It's just something you have to think about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not just you. There are other people that's going to be involved in this, and you have to think. Like, I can protest this too, but I know there's going to be people that's not going to like my protest, that's going to be against it. And my little girl is going to, be at school. She's going to go to the park and play. She's going to, whatever. And I don't want to have to deal with the kind of scrutiny for what I believe in. So I got to think about, I got to think about other people that's involved but not involved, if that makes sense how I put that. But with all that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I just want to end this by saying, Kaepernick, I do support you, man, but I just think that the words and the way it's going is kind of getting away from what you what it stood for in the beginning. But this is your boy Man Up, man. Finna go ahead and chunk the dudes, get up out of here. You was in the man cave. Now I gotta kick you out the man cave. Holla.